Hello and good evening, you crazy sim racing mofo fanatics. We're here with the World Racing Community again for round 6 of their championship, and just checking out everything. I was drifting at the beginning there. I was just in my own little world, drifting around. Do you know what I was thinking? Do you know what? The nerve, the absolute craziness, the advert I saw just before I sort of went to my YouTube. We'll get on about world racing, but I'm feeling quite passionate about this right now, right this moment. Let me go and see it. The legend is back, okay? The legend is back. That was the advert I saw. Do you know what that means? The legend is back. Ford, some brainiac at Ford have decided, do you know what? Do you know what we should call our next car that has absolutely nothing to do with the actual original car? Let's call it a Capri, because the Capri, to me, is something beloved. It's something amazing. It's something that should be put into a museum, and if you're going to try and mock it or try and remake it, then it's got to be a bloody good job. What you do not do is take a Capri and turn an SUV electric monstrosity out of it. Please, Ford, jump in the sea. Right, welcome to the World Racing Community, the GT Challenge. We're at round 6, and we are here at Catalonia. I think the UK have got some beef recently with the Spanish residents. I don't know. There's some tournament going on, and yeah. So we're in the enemy's territory. OSX Thunder in the chat saying, oh, it's Mr. Commentator. Hi, Thunder. And Christoph is in the chat saying, just remember, it's a Banshee tonight. Yes, I am not forgetting. Straight from the streets of San Ann, I present to you, ladies and gents. Where is he? He's sat in the pits. How can you do a build-up to someone who's sat in the pits? He's coming. Here we go then. Straight from the streets of San Ann, I bring to you up the Banshee. Look at her. Oh, look at her in all her splendor. He's going to do some drive-bys. He's going to put a cap in some sim's ass. You go, bro. So yeah, Sinistora is driving the, what is it, the Bravado Banshee? Straight from the streets. Straight from Wicker Grove, or whatever that grove was called, the Grove. Anyway, so it's round 6. We're in the Group 3s. This championship is a multi. You pick your brand and you stick with your brand. So if you choose a Ford, you drive a Ford Group 4 or a Ford Group 3, whatever the race needs at the time. And yeah, so we're on the Group 3s in España. Hola, mi amigo. Soy Thingymajig. Mucho gusto. See, I'd survive on the streets of Spain. I'd be fine. There's nothing to worry about. Stick with me. I'll see you right. Ford Capri. Do you know, what do you see when you see a Ford Capri? You know what you're going to end up seeing? A bloody BMW Mini. That's what's happening to the Ford Capri. BMW Mini is all I'm saying on the matter. How mini is that Mini? Not mini at all. Oh my God. I've come in hot. I've got to just... Oh. Capri though. It's not... I'm sorry. I've been distracted, guys. It's a lot to take in. I've only just heard this news, and I'm not processing it well whatsoever. So we'll get past that. We'll get past that. We're going to look at the standings in a minute. I'm just doing all the stupid things that you do when you do this, when you got to copy and paste and then go and post and try and buzz yourself up, because I'm meant to be. If I'm truly taking on that YouTube mentality, then I should be really up and really buzzing and saying keywords like, hey guys, what a great day it is today. Look at us, we are buzzing. But I don't know if I'm... Yeah, some bad content. Right. And then I'll get to the standings, and then we'll start proper, because this is... I need an assistant. Right, there we go. That's done. Let me find the standings and we'll get this show underway. I think we've got about 5. We've got time. I wanted to come on earlier so I could do my rant about Ford. I bet you I'm wrong. I bet you everyone else is like, oh, actually, I quite like it. It's quite nice. It's a nice shape. If you like the shape of tanks. So the scoreboards so far in this season after 5 rounds, and what a race we had last week. I don't know if you caught it, but what an absolute barnstalker that was. So first place is boosted on 168 points. In second place we have Sinistor on 105 points. Third place we have MJ on 100 points. So watch your back, Sinister. The Ford Capri's chasing you. And Deacon Do is 4th on 97 points. OSX Thunder is in 5th on 75 points. Garuda 6th on 60 points. Mikey is 7th on 42 points. JTR is 8th on 40 points. Matt Studio YouTube is on 40 points also. The same as JTR in 9th. TDR is in 10th on 34 points. AXR TICC is 11th on 28 points. Adnap is 12th on 25 points. Racing Sim is has got 24 points. He's 13th, only a point behind. I wonder if he's here tonight. I think his name's different, I'm not sure. 14th is Fusion on 20 points. Salty is 15th in 18 points. Slushy is 16th on 8 points. And Chunky Ribena is 17th on 8 points. But he's only done 1 round, so we can forgive him. Vodka Rob's in the chat saying, good evening. Why, hello, my friend. Missing racing again, isn't we? Because of that bloody England thing. There's been so many gaps in the league that I'm taking part in. I forgot it's a league. It doesn't feel like a championship. It just feels like we get together and do like 3 races here and there throughout the season. It's so disjointed. I'm not complaining. I mean, everyone wants to watch football. I get that. It's just unfortunate we're trying to do a league right in the middle of it. Anyway, so I've reviewed the table. We're getting ourselves ready for qualifying here. Let's have a look around the field. Let's see who is out there. We've got our friend Thunder. He was the first in the comments. So he's in the shag. And it makes me feel good. Just makes me feel great when I see that car dashing around. He's even got ninja people on the side of it. In the chat, Vodka Rob, I know, right? And we will probably get beat by Spain as well. Hey, probably, but optimism is free, so you may as well just use it, and you, until we are beat. So I'm trying to be good about it. I'm trying to be good. Underdogs, you know? You never know. It might be a big Hollywood story. So, everything's changed here in the Brits. I know there's like some Americans take part in this championship, probably don't. But we've changed, we overthrew our government. It was a bloody affair. It was a big civil movement, and we brought down the government. And now our squad, our soldiers, are out there in a tournament of men. They're nothing but men, are they? A tournament of fairies and snowflakes. And it's who can stay standing over 90 minutes without rolling on the floor like a big girl's blouse. Oh, look, it's because I've not done streams recently. I've had a gap because Amigos had a gap because of the football. And I mean, Le Mans was probably I did some dailies. That was crazy. That wasn't racing. That was just a war. There was a stream. Don't watch it. I should have certified it for over 18s only, because there is violence, there is tears, there is all sorts of horror. So yeah, I've only done the daily, so I feel a little bit out of it. And Vodka Rob says I'll go with that. Thunder says France would be proud. And Vodka Rob says I was a rugby player myself, proper man sport. Anything that really doesn't, anything that's more than sitting down is too much of a sport for me. It's too much effort. So sitting down sports I love. I'll watch chess on YouTube ridiculously too much. Don't even really understand chess, but my God, that is a chilled sport. You can get up and walk off and have a cup of tea right in the middle of a tournament. Amazing. That's what blows me away. I just sit there watching them and they just get up and they wander off. And you just think, see you then. So, yeah, Chess, great sport. Sitting down. Racing, fantastic sport. Sitting down, love it. I'm trying to think of other sitting down ones. I mean, you know, without being... No, I'm not going to go down the route of sort of like parallel Olympics, because there's a lot of sitting down in that, isn't there? So, yeah, it's just, you know, active sport. It turns me off, makes me feel tired. Don't like to watch it.
Yeah, walking is hard enough for me these days, grinning, squinting face.
So, Vodka Rob saying, yeah, walking is harder for me these days. Okay, then let's get serious. I'm meant to, come on, let's get into the zone here. We're going to be qualifying within minutes. I've read you the table, that's good. The news from the camp was that MJ was a naughty boy. He's a very naughty boy. He's not the Messiah. He's just a very naughty boy. He had a bit of a moment with Garuda from the last race. You may remember. I can't, but it's been a while. And so, yes, he's not. I don't know how they're going to do it. If he's just going to sit out qualifying, or he's going to qualify and they're just going to put him to the back. But he's starting from the back. Is my man MJ. So punished. He has been punished. He has been flogged as well. We got him. They got him into the Discords, nuded him, stripped him of all his clothes, made him walk through the Discord whilst ringing a bell and saying shame multiple times. Hey, look, there's someone's face on the back of Matthew's car. We might have to ride on the back for a while. I haven't even told you the cars they're in. I'm really doing a... Look, we're round 6. If you must have seen one of the other rounds. Come on, you've got to have a favourite driver by now. I'm totally unbiased, but I do like Deacon. Do. I root for Deacon Do. I've got a t-shirt saying I root Deacon Do. I mean root for Deacon Do. So then we have the Audi of TDR, and it's a doozy, isn't it? That Audi is a monster. I'm scared of that Audi. I am like Nicolas Cage from Gone in 60 Seconds, and that Audi is what makes me sweat. So yeah, TDR still trying to master the Audi. It's a monster that he's mastering. He's mastering how to bait the monster. Duffman's new. Don't know Duffman? I probably do. I've probably seen him before. Let's have a look. No, he's in the Alpha. I haven't seen any Alphas. So yeah, Duffman joining the ranks of the GT Challenge Championship come round 6. And he's picked up a penalty. Easier going back in the pits there, really, wasn't it? That fixed that problem. Sinistor in the Banshee. Looking for a side mission, I reckon. Getting a little bit sidetracked. He had a bit of a nightmare at Le Mans, if we're all fair. I think he lost connection in the end. Why does everyone just keep dropping into the bits as soon as they get a penalty? It's like not worth it. Oh yeah, and Ollie, my man Ollie, is back on the road, but not in a McLaren this time. I think he was just standing in for someone as a temporary driver. Was Ollie, because he was in the McLaren, wasn't he? And I think, oh God, I wish I remembered things. I wish my brain was hotter than it is. Who's in the McLaren? It's Mikey Boosh. So Mikey Boosh is back. He was on a break. He went to a Tibetan thing in the hills to find his centre and get at peace and one with himself. Probably masturbated furiously. That's how I get to be one with myself. So yeah, so Ollie he's picked a Nissan. He had to pick another manufacturer. He couldn't drive the McLaren anymore. He liked it. He wanted to, I reckon. But no. But that's a lovely, blinding looking car. Serving grid drop. Not bad. So quick. So Ollie is here in attendance, but not in a McLaren. Not to confuse you. He is in a Nissan, and it's only a shorter race this. I should tell you, I didn't read all the bump. I bet that's why I've not sort of got into the swing of it so quickly. Are we qualifying? We're not qualifying yet, are we? Surely. I haven't seen the ring close or any timer. Yeah, I could have read you all the blurb, couldn't I, about the championship, and then we would have been set up, ready to rocket into it. Why did I not do that? That's ridiculous. So, here we go, then. WRC GT Challenge. This is WRC's flagship racing series. Balance of performance will be on. The tyres are at ×3. Racing mediums and softs are needed. Fuel is at ×3. The car regulations. Competitors need to select one manufacturer for the entire season. Competitors need one Group 3 and one Group 4 car from the same brand, as detailed above. No VGT, because they suck, and legend cars are allowed, but they get nerfed, so don't bother. The format is lap-based endurance racing. Qualifying is 10 minutes, except for Spa and Le Mans exceptions. Rolling start, and the rest of it is all about stickers on cars, so you don't need to know any of that. Man, I'm pumped. I am pumped. Tell you what, World Racing Community deliver. If you're not signed into their Discord or something, then you should. Friendly atmosphere, fantastic racing, good organisation. And Thunder's got ninjas on the side of his Jag, so, you know. The last time I said something daft about anime, it was definitely to the wrong person. They got really touchy when I said they've got cartoons in their car. It's anime. It's anime. It's not cartoons, it's anime. I was like, whoa. Do you want me to issue an apology? So, ninjas is alright though, isn't it? That's not putting anime down. Oh, there was someone's car I wanted to look at. This must be, everyone's just started. This is qualifying. Sorry, I think this is qualifying, guys. I totally missed it because I was reading my phone, looking at Discord. So, Boosted is on pole so far with Chunky Ribena in the Porsche in second place. Sinistor is third fastest in the Banshee with Matthew Studios fourth fastest in the Scooby-Era. Paint it red, we call it the Scooby-Era. Deacon Do has just bumped himself up into fourth place in the Corvette. And Matthew Studios has just dropped down to fifth. There's someone coming out of the pits. Oh, Matthew Studios on the dirt there. But the Scooby can handle it. It was in with the... And I've done it again, guys. Look at me. I'm using my handset. This is why I'm all of a tither. I can use my bloody keyboard and it's so much better. Whose face is that? Mike Tyson? Harder, better, faster, stronger. That's got to be Mikey, hasn't it? That's the sort of thing he'd say. To his tiger. Right, I'm plugging the keyboard in. I'm late. I know. What an absolute banana. What a fruitcake. That's the whole bonus of doing live, is that I can start playing with this. Look, wee! Oh, I don't want that view. There we go. Rock and roll is here to stay. Right. Qualifying then. So far, we're nearly 7 minutes. We're near the end of qualifying. Get Boosted is on pole. Chunky Ribena is in second in the Porsche. Sinister is in third. I have proper messed around today. I'm so sorry. Deacon Do it's usually better than this. Is fourth. Matthew Studios is fifth. Thunder is sixth in the Shag. JTR in the Lexus. I think it's Lexus. It is seventh fastest. Garuda in the Lambo is in eighth so far. Ninth for the BMW of Adnap. TDR in the Audi is 10th with 11th. Duffman in the Alfa Romeo. Ollie is 12th in the Nissan with it looks like Theo. It's the old sloth is 13th in the Mazda. Loads of new people, I think. 14th for Mikey Boosh in the McLaren, and MJ is sitting this one out because he's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now, Garuda's gone faster. Garuda going fifth fastest. Garuda's the big shaker in the table at the moment. He is the one moving up the ladder, lickety split. And And Thunder's just off for a wee, everyone, just in case you wanted to know. Mighty Boosh has just gone faster. That's the McLaren. We'll have a look. And Vodka Rob saying, is this live or from another day? I'm interested if it's run at this time on a Friday. It's always live. It's run this time on a Friday. If you are free, I don't want to upset anyone, but yeah, everyone's free to do whatever they want to do. And yeah, World Racing Community, I think I found them through Facebook and then went into their Discord. So, Get Boosted is on pole. Sinister has put the Banshee up into second place. I keep hearing clicking in my ears. Is the sound crap? That's not too bad. So, that was made up. Sinister's second so far. He's got a lovely toe off the Alpha on this run. We should watch one person, shouldn't we, at least? But the Alpha is in the way. He's abandoned the lap. There's no point. Get Boosted then. Who's there? Chunky Ribena on a run. He's coming to the end of a run. We haven't seen sectors, but can he do anything? We're in the last minute. Not this lap, but maybe the next. Get Boosted. A little bit of traffic there with TD. Oh, he's on an outlap, so he's going for one last run. Sinister is sitting it out. Second place, he's going to hope Chunky doesn't go faster on this lap. Chunky's only a 10th behind Sinister. 2/10 ahead of Garuda. Garuda putting it up into 4th place ahead of Deacon Do. Deacon Do is on a run, but he's down on his own time. Garuda got across the line. He might be able to get another lap in, but the tyres are looking a little worn. Chunky Ribena, meanwhile, Mikey Boosh makes a movement. Oh, dear. It's a struggle when the field's big, isn't it? Right, we're going. I wanted to see a sector time just to see if Chunky Ribena is one to come back to. Ollie goes faster. Ollie goes faster in the Nissan. So we've got Get Boosted, Sinister, Chunky Ribena, Garuda in 4th. Deacon Do. Deacon Do's on his final lap, but he's closer than Chunky Ribena though. And then we've got Matthew in 6th, 7th for Thunder. JTR is 8th, 9th for the McLaren of Mikey Boosh, 10th for the BMW Adnap, 11th for Ollie, and 12th is the Alpha. TDR Autosport is in 13th with the Old Sloth, 14th. MJ sitting in the pits in 15th. Get Boosted, who are we watching? We're watching Chunky Ribena. I think Get Boosted's pretty safe, or 8/10ths could be found though. Thunder's just ahead of the Porsche. They're coming around the final corners. We're doing Spain with the chicane, so it only took that long for me to notice. GP trap. And Chunky then does not go faster, only a 10th though. And Deacon Do went over the line. Garuda on a run at the moment. Oh, big slide on from the Lambo as he tries to break into the top 3. Has he got enough? It looks like the tyres might have been a bit old. Oh, ouch. He went faster, but not fast enough to break into the top 3 there. Deacon Do's done his run. Matthew's still on his run, but he's got some traffic with Ollie in front of him. Thunder is done. He's in 7th. And Mikey Boosh goes across the line, gets himself 8th place there. 800ths off of the Shag. Studios is coming round. Matt, he's side by side with Ollie. They're racing. They're not waiting for the quali. I mean, the race, they're doing it in quali, but no, neither of them get any look from that. So, Get Boosted, Sinister, Chunky Ribena, Garuda, Deacon Do in 5th, Matthew Studios is in 6th, Thunder is in 7th, the Mikey Boosh is in 8th, and we'll... Calm down, it's all right. We'll see the results. Wow, that was hectic. Apologising now, that was bad, but fun. Bloody up there with pole only by 7/10 this time. Sinister in the Banshee in 2nd place with Chunky Ribena 3rd in the Porsche. He's close in the action. Garuda 4th in the Huracan. Deacon Do is 5th in the Corvette, Matthew Studios 6th in the Scooby. Then we have Thunder in 7th, the Mikey Boosh in 8th for McLaren, 9th JTR in the Lexus, Adnap is in the Beamer in 10th, Ollie 11th in the Nissan, Duffman 12th in the Alpha 4C, TDR is 13th in the Audi with the Old Sloth, 14th in the Atenza. MJ starts at the back because he's not the Messiah in the Ford GT race car. We'll go back and, oh, it's all right. We've got a 2-minute gap. Let me moan more about what Ford have done to the legacy, the legendary Ford Capri. Man alive, when you say Ford Capri, you think of the 70s and you think of loose back ends. They superimposed it in the advert. They superimposed the tank jumping over a bridge. I want to see it do it for real. I want to see that heavy battery get 4 wheels off the ground. And the battery, when it lands again, I want to know that the battery doesn't break. Oh my God, I've got to calm down. It's literally because as soon as I turned YouTube on to do this, I saw the advert and got dragged in to it. Oh, you know I'm right. You know I'm right anyway. I'm probably moaning too much about it, but you wait until you see the oh, they showed the old Capri. I'm going to stop. Just go and watch the advert on YouTube and you'll be just as disgusted as me, I'm sure. Ford live on a bed of lies. Throne of lies, I think, was meant to be the. So here we are. Then it's going to be. Oh no. My uncle had a Ford Capri. It was mint. Yeah. They're destroying it like BMW had done with Mini. Ford are now destroying their own legacy. At least BMW didn't own the one. They had some sort of jealousy. They could destroy it. Right. But Ford, they better do well with Red Bull next year. If they don't do well with Red Bull, it's not going to look good for Ford, is it? Not next year. 26. Is it 26? Yeah, that's not next year. Year after. So anyway, ignore me and my rant. We're just about to go racing, and that is what's important. 34 laps of absolute car porn and beautiful racing around the delicious, the delectable, the delightful Spa, Catalonia. Sorry. I'm delirious today. I don't know. I got triggered, okay? I got triggered at the beginning of this, and I can't snap out of it. I've gone back to the controller as well for some reason, holding on to the controller like a bloody fool. 34 Cluner in the Group 3 cars is going to go off, and it's now gone off already. Get boosted, fighting against the Banshee. The Banshee comes out to have a look. It's going to be a battle of the brakes, and the Viper looks stronger in a straight line, but the Honda has the higher ground, Anakin. Don't try it. But no, Sinister goes through. Sinister gets the move done. No, Booster's still there. Up the side of him. And Booster just gets a little squirmish through the corner. But oh, and he's gone out wide. He's touched dust. He's touched the dirt, ladies and gents. And Sinister, no, Chunky Ribena now, putting in a battle. A little paint swap in there between Chunky and the Sinister, but Sinister ahead of his rival. Studios has done a great start up into third with Garuda in fourth, Deacon Do in fifth, Thunder is sixth, JTR is seventh, Mikey Boosh is up into eighth in the McLaren, Ollie ninth, TDR is in 10th, Get Boosted is all the way down in 11th. This is a huge race for Get Boosted now. And is he going to change tact? Because that car he's moaned it hasn't got the grunt. It's the nimbleness, it's aid, but the grunt is just not there. And now he's got a lot of cars to try and grunt past. The old sloth there in the Mazda is in 12th with Adnap in 13th. Duffman in 14th in the Alfa Romeo. And MJ there. Oh, MJ, I get a little, a tingle in my testicles every time I see that car. It is just absolutely delightful. It's manly but sexy. I don't know how it does it, but it makes me tingle. Oh, Chunky's in their lead, mate. Oh yeah, I think we saw some door knocking. I don't know, I got all carried away. Not door knocking, but there was rubbing, and Chunky got through. Sinister, he's thinking of the long game in Sinister. His race isn't Chunky in the championship, although he closes in the braking zone there. Quite scary. Garuda has got himself ahead of the Matt. So Garuda making short work of the Scooby, but the Scooby coming back, ladies and gents, a lot stronger. Get a good car view. There you go. So on board with Matt, as you see. Oh no, Sinister struggling in the Dodge. Lap 2 of 34. The Dodge looking weak in the corners there, and the Lambo is set to jump. We've got to look at the tyres, haven't we? We're talking all sorts of smack without knowing what the tyres are on. So medium tyres for the Chunky Ribena, medium tyres for the Dodge, and the Dodge may have just handed it away to the Lambo, and they're going side by side, but the Dodge has got the inside, the Banshee's got the inside line, and now they're queuing up behind to get an overtake done. Matthew and Garuda, and Matt gets ahead as he gets the big green goblin up the inside of the Dodge, and there, I'm sure there was a slither of room there from the Scooby, but Sinister really is feeling the wrath of the racers today. And I suppose it's because Get Boosted is so far back that everyone is tasting a win. Everyone is fancying it today. Chunky Ribena, meanwhile, trying to extend the lead in the ultra sexy looking Porsche, with Matty chasing him down now ahead of Sinister. They may have turned their engines down. Oh, see, Matt's on the soft tyre. Matt is on the soft tyre. He can't be held up in amongst these medium runners. He has to get a shove on. Sinister then getting a great toe off of Matt at the moment as they go into the first corner, but Matt should have a slight grip advantage. And there we go, going up the long sweeping right-hander. You can see Matt able to pull away from the Dodge. Well, yeah, he pulled away a bit. Garuda right in the wake of the action. And then he's got a little fight here. JTR from the midst of Mordor has come up through the pack, and now he has just mugged Deacon Do off for 5th place. No, Deacon Do snatching it back as they battle it out there for 5th and 6th place. What a battle. And JTR coming back at Deacon there. Deacon trying to defend. And what we got then, Deacon on the medium tyre, JTR on the softs. Ooh, and he's out wide there, but he just about survives. And Get Boosted already up to 7th. He was 11th, remember. He's up to 7th now. Thunder in 8th. He's on the mediums. Boosted's on the mediums as well. JTR and Deacon still hard at it. And it makes me feel good. Sinister is being absolutely hounded by the Lambo right now, and Chunky Ribena building up a lead. This is what you do when you lead a race. You build for the future. You don't think, yee, I'm winning. You think, I've got to build a lead. So Matt then chasing him down in the soft tyres with Sinister barely holding on to 3rd from Garuda. Oh, Garuda's picked up a penalty, and that will be absolutely delightful for Sinister. It gives him a minute or two to try and take a breather. And what Rob just saying about his Uncle having a Ford was many years ago. God, yeah, that's when they were built. And I was showing me age, reminiscing about Ford Capri's. Garuda then all up, but he's got that penalty. Then we've got Deacon Do, JTR and Get Boosted battling away for 4th, 6th and 7th. Further down we've got Thunder. He's got a bit of a break, but Auto Sport TDR is closing in on the soft tyres. Thunder's on the mediums. Boosted. This is going to be a tricky one for Boosted. These two are hard battling. Hard. They're at it. So Boosted, it's going to be picking your moment really with these pair. I would say. Big wiggle there from JTR in the Lexus as we're sat on board with Get Boosted. I bet he's not often like used to seeing cars. That's what it's like in a lobby when you've got loads of people Get Boosted. Whoa! No, he got it. He got it. Probably got one of those fancy Fanatec things that hold it in position for you. And JTR's back end of that Lexus, very excitable. It's all over the shop. Get Boosted now. He is wary that the gap between himself and the lead of this race is at 6.5 seconds. And he wants to be gaining, not losing. He's in the tow now. But look, down the straight, he isn't wrong, is he? The Honda does have a deficit. Even with the tow, that Lexus. I mean, the Lexus is in the tow as well, remember? The Lexus getting a tow off the Corvette. But it did sort of like just jump away from him. Coming out of the corner. Poor Boosted in his slow car. Chunky roll, well, got to Boosted. Let's have a look further back. So Thunder, he is under pressure now from TDR. TDR is starting to lay it down, but he's picked up a penalty somewhere. So Thunder just has to weather the storm until the penalty box. And then TDR will fall into the clutches of Mikey Boosh. TDR on those soft tyres, going for a move. Going for a move on the shag at the moment. 8th and 9th, duking it out. And Chunky Ribena still leading from Matt Studio with Sinistor in 3rd. But at the moment we're watching Thunder and TDR battle it out. Oh, and Thunder goes a little wide there. I don't know if he was assisted by the TDR. And Mikey Boosh is loving it because all they're doing is coming to him. The medium tyres on the shag maybe not working too well. It looks like he's sliding around a lot. And here we go. We've got more battling here from the Deacon and TDR. And Get Boosted is right in amongst it. He wants it. He needs it. He loves it. Chunky Ribena still leads from Matthew Studios. Sinister is in 3rd. We'll have a look at the other placings further up. I think it looks to me now like Garuda has fallen off the back of the Banshee, and it looks like Get Boosted pulling a move onto the Corvette, and down the straight is going to be dangerous, though the Corvette should have it on the Honda with the tow, and the Corvette absolutely right in his wake, right in his rear derriere, and he's going to go for a late break into the first corner, and no, Get Boosted has him seen off. Meanwhile, all that racing, JTR's already pulled away. That's how much it was slowing him down, duking it out with Deacon Do, and he's got to get on with his race. He's a second behind Garuda, who's 1.7 seconds behind Sinistor. Matthew, is he closing? Oh, Matthew's picked up a penalty as he's closed into the Chunky Ribena. And it's the green cars out there. They always say the green cars are the fastest cars, and at the moment that is true. I see scientific evidence for it right in front of my very eyes. Chunky Ribena, though, seems to have enough on Matt, and Matt just paid his penalty. That'll put Sinistor back into the action, I am sure, in the Jackal. Then we've got Garuda having an absolute pleasant race. Fantastic race, although JTR on those soft tyres is closing in. And we've not talked about fuel yet because fuel is fine. Tyres are okay as well. The soft tyres on Matt, they're showing a little on that front left. He probably will be feeling a little understeer, but he'll be trying not to think about that too much. The Hot Wheels runner in 2nd place, having an absolute blast here in España. JTR with those soft tyres trying to shake off Get Boosted. Get Boosted is, oh yeah, he has. It's Garuda that's in trouble, really. Garuda on the medium tyres of 47.4, but JTR pulling out 46.4. Unbelievable pace there from the Lexus driver. And he is closing in on the Lambo. Now, really seeing how much, well, it was JTR who lost more time than Get Boosted. Deacon Do, really, Deacon Do. Since that, he has moved up. Yeah, he lost a lot of time. Maybe Garuda would be better not to race with JTR through, because, I mean, I know track position is everything, but with the soft tyres, you'll end up... And Garuda, I think, does opt for the option. I think he's been clever there. The Lambo driver being very smart. He's let JTR through. He's rather than do a 49 like Deacon Do ended up having to, fighting with the Lexus. Oh, but he's coming back. No. Yes. No. He is, you know. Cheeky. Oh, JTR out wide there, and this is difficult for Garuda because Get Boosted is closing in. Back on board with Get Boosted. Oh, not that one. That one. Oh! Closes in the braking zone there in the Honda. The JTR looking rather wild. The Lexus looking rather wild on its back end. Pivoting, one would say, all over the place. JTR, your car seems to be pivoting a lot. And Get Boosted, you might want to turn that. What is it, the anti-dance? Oh, Get Boosted goes for a lunge up the inside of the Lambo, and it pays off. He's through. Unbelievable there from Get Boosted, now up to 5th. After going out wide at the very beginning of the race. No, the Lambo says no. Feel my grunt, Garuda says. But then we're going into the corner and the NSX is hot on the brakes. And Get Boosted easily ahead of Garuda, and Garuda's got to watch himself. Deacon Do, meanwhile, has been silently putting away some beautiful lap times, and Garuda slipping back. Oh no, Get Boosted's done the same thing again. Oh, he tried to kill Garuda, not on purpose. It wasn't domestic terrorism, it was an accident. But Deacon Do through, and Get Boosted is not having a fun time. Thunder picking up half a second penalty, but he's got 1.1 seconds on TDR. That will put TDR in the action, but TDR's tyres slowly melting away in the Spanish sun as the Mikey Boosh now on the medium tyres. The medium tyre might be the optimum tyre at this point. It seems like those medium runners are starting to come back. How's Matt doing? Matt's alongside the leader. Matty trying to go for an outside line with his sticky tyres, and it's working. It's working for him. He's going for the lead, and that is it. The Rexy, Hot Wheels, Scooby, Tiger, Tyson, whoever the dude is on the back, is through and into the lead. What a battle, what a fight. And Chunky Ribena not giving up on that strand. He is sticking it in there, and they both go round again. And Matt happy with his tyres so far. Half a tank of fuel for both riders. I don't think this race is about the fuel today, although they will have to fuel. But they've got to change to use a set of softs and mediums. And the chunk comes back. The chunk comes back, but not enough. And the Scooby with those soft tyres can brake a little later into the corner and enjoy a bit more grip, but he hasn't got much of that grip left. Those tyres slowly starting to degenerate. Chunky Ribena then with the medium tyres could just sit in behind the Scooby. Sinister has been keeping his eye on these guys all the way, and Sinister is in a great spot here to go for the attack on the win. He needs the points. He scored little at Le Mans with his disconnect. JTR having an absolute fabulous race at the moment, getting the soft tyres out of the way early doors. Garuda in 5th. It looks like Get Boosted and Deacon Do have dropped back from Garuda after we saw Garuda get involved in Deacon Do having, not Deacon Do, Get Boosted, having a bit of a stress. Deacon Do was closing in on Garuda before that happened. Thunder, he had a penalty, he's paid the penalty, he's still the same distance from TDR, so it was not too bad. TDR on the soft tyres, but they're wearing nicely on the Audi. Mikey Boosh in the McLaren right in there, but he's got a penalty. Adnap in the BMW in 11th now. Where are we? He's 6.9 seconds behind Mikey Boosh, 4.4 seconds ahead of MJ. MJ and Adnap playing the long game today, I think. Although that Ford is absolutely thirsty and it destroys its tyres. That'll be the next one. They'll release a Ford GT next, and it'll be a bloody electric SUV that looks like a tank. Looks like every other big bloody car on the road. Ollie in 13th. Sorry, these are the unheard down here. I haven't talked enough about the further down the field, but Oliver in 13th there in the Nissan, having a cracking. JTR's come in. He wanted new tyres, soft tyres, back out again. Remember, he was in 4th place. That's put Garuda back into 4th. I'm going to have to take my jumper off. It's suddenly got rather steamy in here. One sec. That was dead sexy as well. I did it proper, like, you know, I peeled it off. I didn't just rip it off. I slowly peeled. I did a little show for you. It was gorgeous. You missed it. Should have a webcam, shouldn't I? OnlyFans, English. So Matt is leading this race ahead of Chunky Ribena by a second, and Sinister in it as well. 10 laps in, and we've had our first pit stop with JTR. Where did he come out? Oh, it's not good, is it? JTR out in 12th. Now, he didn't fuel. He didn't fuel, but he got rid of the soft tyre. Interestingly, yeah, but surely the mediums won't wear. I would have probably put a bit of fuel in that. Oh, and he picked up a penalty out of the pit stops. It is very tight, that line. And JTR in the Lexus paying the price for bad track design. So that's put Ollie up into 12th, and somewhere along the way, NJ's got past Ollie. Wasn't Ollie ahead of him? Yeah, he did a 2-minuter on lap 7. He's got a wiggle on the outside. JTR back on the attack, but JTR not on the softs now. He hasn't got those softs to lean on in the corners, and the Nissan coming back. It's getting fruity. It's getting spicy. Let's hope it doesn't get salty. And JTR is through. TDR into the pits, the other soft runner. He was mounting an attack on MJ. No, MJ's already through. Who was he? He was ahead of Mikey Boosh and behind the Thunder, wasn't he? It's all shifted now. Let's have a look. So Matt is leading. He's the only... all the other soft runners seem to be pitting now, but Matt is trying to take the Scooby as late and as long as he can. He wants to get the best out of those tyres. A 47.5 last time from Matt. Chunky Ribena, a 48.1. So, yeah, the medium tyres still not as fast as an old used set of softs. Sinister, though, 47.3. He might be faster slightly with his medium tyres. Garuda in 4th. A little gap between himself and Sinister. And he's got Get Boosted now all up and in his tang. And we've been here before, ladies and gents. We've seen how this goes, haven't we? Hold on to your beer. It may happen again. No, he's got through. The curse of turn 3 or whatever it is for Get Boosted seems to have gone, and now he can get on with getting on. And what he wants to get on with is Garuda. Garuda at the moment just trying to run his race, keep his lap time steady and consistent, and he should be okay. A 47.9 from Garuda. Get Boosted a 47.5. He's got the toe, and we've seen Get Boosted do some absolutely amazing things in the braking zone, but not this time. Garuda has the measure of the man. I daren't pull away because it seems like it's coming. Oh no, this is the bit that Get Boosted's been cursed with, isn't it? He got through. It's fine. It's fine. But Deacon Do is right in it as well, ladies and gents. This, oh, there he goes. I knew as soon as I pull away, I knew he'd try it on. And he's side-by-side. Oh, beautiful side-by-side action, but Garuda still holding on to it. Get Boosted does the old switcheroony, and he is up and into 4th place, be ahead of Garuda. But Garuda coming back again around the outside, but Get Boosted, he should be absolutely implementing a big get out of here. But Garuda is not letting it. Garuda back and shoving his nose back up the inside of the Honda, and this is tough battling. They're all close up. Oh no, oh no, Matty's dropped. Matty has dropped. I don't know why or how or when. No, it's already happened. Just, he's picked up a huge penalty as well. Huge penalty for Matty. And yeah, God knows. Shame, not shame him, but shame for the race of the lead. But that puts Chunky Ribena back into the lead now, with Sinister even closer than he was before. Matthew Studio comes into the pits with Get Boosted coming around. I bet his tyres had absolutely lost all grip and he cut a chicane, but not on purpose, just no grip. So Get Boosted moves up to third, Garuda in fourth again. He loves that fourth, keeps coming back to it. Deacon Do doing an absolute blinding race. If you want to hear and see from the Deacon Do, the legend himself, he is on Twitch. Multi-angles, it's the future. You have this stream on. You have the Deacon Do stream, and I think Chunky Ribena may also be on YouTube streaming this very minute. Not him. And you'll see the race from his aspect. POV. So they are our streamers. You could go for a multi-angled race. It's like Sky Sports here, but you don't have to press the red button. You just need a lot of devices. So Thunder at the moment in the shag. He's nearly used up the medium tyres. He's got the Mikey Boosh in the McLaren shadowing him, but he's picked up a penalty. Further now, Adnap. We've not heard much from Adnap this race, but he's kept his head down, just kept on keeping on in the BMW. He's up to 8th at the moment. He's 6 seconds ahead of the Ford of MJ. He's in better situation with tyres, better situation with fuel. So MJ has got the fresh rubbered JTR Lexus closing in. He's a 147.6 last time around for JTR, and MJ getting a 49.5. Who else pitted? Oh, spicy. But he did pick up a big penalty, didn't he? But it's put him behind JTR. JTR was net 4th, I think, when he pitted, and 3rd for Matthew. So I'm guessing this is where we're going to see the guys dropping out, around this area, when they finally make their pit stops. Someone who's chunky. Not chunky, sorry, Get Boosted. It's gone in on the mediums. You think he'd take it longer, but he's decided to pit, and it started a cascade effect. Whereas though Thunder, I think, probably did need the pit stop. That puts Mikey Boosh up and into 5th place. Deacon Do stayed out. Garuda has stayed out. They're okay for tyres. Sinistor staying within a second of Chunky Ribena. Their tyre wear is pretty even, and their fuel is pretty similar. So Garuda now up into 3rd, Deacon Do 4th, Mikey Boosh is in 5th with Adnap up to 6th in the BMW. Then we've got JTR in 7th ahead of Get Boosted. Wowzers. So JTR in the Lexus ahead of Get Boosted, who was in 3rd spot. So they're all going to come out around the same place. Everyone's racing for everything here. They've got to put some absolute blinding lap times in. So the Sinistor, Garuda, Chunky and Deacon Do will drop into this little pack right with racing now. Unbelievable stuff. So JTR looks like it's going well. Then Get Boosted in 8th, but Get Boosted, he did top up with a bit of fuel. He can go longer, and he's put the softs on. Interesting. With Matthew on the medium tyres. TDR is ahead of Thunder. He was following Thunder around. After the pit stops, it shuffled him ahead of the Thunder, but Thunder's put soft tyres on, and TDR has to drive the mediums. Chunky and Garuda and Deacon Do, is that all into the pits? Sinistor stays out. And Mikey Boosh, what's he going to do? He's in the chicane at the moment. His tyres look okay. A quarter of a tank of fuel. Not a great lap time last time around. And he makes the option, the decision to pit as well. So Sinister all on his own. All by myself. So Sinister as the rest of the field. And Adnap up into 2nd place. He who dares. He who dares, Adnap. He who dares, my friend. 2nd place. Adnap on an extreme. He's on the similar strategy as Sinistor. JTR making a move on Chunky. Chunky comes out the pits around this area, and there's Get Boosted. Oh my word, it's an absolute battle that JTR just lost right out. And Chunky then comes out the pits in third ahead of Get Boosted on the soft tyre. What an absolute battle royale. JTR in fifth, Matthew Studio in sixth. Deacon Do comes out in seventh ahead of Garuda. Oh, Garuda's picked up an absolute... Oh, it's like Michael Massey himself is here pressing the buttons and handing out the penalties. What is wrong with you? He did not gain 3 seconds coming out the pit lane by crossing the line with one wheel. Unbelievable stuff for the penalty system here. Oh, do you remember Le Mans? That was like penalty festival. So it's not that bad. But still, Garuda's race absolutely destroyed. Who's he got behind him? TDR, who's having an absolute huge one with Thunder. Thunder nearly off the road, and TDR having to defend like a lion against the Shag on soft tyres. And the Shaguar will be absolutely sticky in the corners. And Mikey Boosh also pitting, he's pitted, he's out in 11th on the soft tyre, and he will be unleashing the McLaren on those two ahead of him if they keep dicing it out. The Shag going for another move on the Audi, and this is the one that sticks, and it's Thunder that's back ahead of the Audi now. Unbelievable stuff. Garuda ruining the day. He crossed the pit line. Deacon Do, though, happy about it, up a place. Matthew Studios, he seems to have lost out as well, and he's picked up another penalty. JTR in fifth, Get Boosted fourth. Chunky Ribena in third, and the two ahead have not pitted. This race is absolutely tantalizing. It's making my palms itch. Shuren, my friend, a Russian sensation, is in the chat. He says, hi Thingy, is there a link to community? I mean, is that possible to join for the next seasonal championship? I'm sure it is, man, and I'll try and work out a way of doing that. I don't know how at the moment. It's like Discord. I'm sure they've got a Facebook as well. I'm sure I found them through Facebook. So Sinister, 30-second lead, but the fuel gauge is a flashing. The man is a knocking to come in, and it's not quite halfway, is it? We haven't really worked that out, no. He probably could get another lap or so out of that fuel, which would put him at the halfway mark. Adnap then, still plenty of fuel. He's going for a one-stopper. Chunky Ribena filling right up, but he's going to have to make another stop, isn't he, for fuel, I would imagine. Sinister not quite making it halfway with his fuel. Get Boosted, he didn't bother putting too much fuel in, just enough for the soft tyres before he goes back onto the medium. So definitely two-stopper there. Oh, dust. No, it's fine. It's just racing on the edge was that dust. JTR then in fifth place with Matthew Studio under pressure from Deacon Do. Medium tyre versus soft tyre, and the Corvette is up for this. Remember, if you want to see this action, you can go to Twitch. Yeah, Sharon, look up World Racing Community on Facebook. I could do that. That's Deacon Do then getting the move done. It's in his name. Deacon Do, done. No. Matthew comes back out the Scooby in the Scooby, and it's dicing through the first corner, and it's Matt, absolute balls of steel on the Scooby, the absolute nerve of the driver. And Deacon Do then going for an outside move. Could be disastrous, but it's not. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's great, it's wonderful. And Matt holds his nerve and stays straight in the racing line, and Deacon Do is throwing everything he can, everything he knows possible at the Scooby. And the Scooby again, ho ho, a very Verstappen-esque, I like it. Oh no, Matthew then asking too much from the Scoob, and it wants to go back to its roots and get on the dirt, and that puts Deacon up into fifth. What a pleasurable fight we saw there. Sinister into the pits, lap 17, 20. That is halfway, isn't it? That is a one-stop strategy. So Sinister going for the one-stopper today. Chunky Ribena up and into second. Get Boosted. Where's the... Adnap must have pitted. I'm so sorry, Adnap. I missed your stop. He's come out behind MJ, but another one stopper. Can the soft tyres last? That is the question on the one stop strategy. The soft tyres, they don't seem to do so well here. So Chunky takes over the lead, get boosted into second. That is not what Sinister wanted or needed. So here comes Sinister down in fifth, is it? Wow. It's a one-stop, remember, ladies and gents. A long race. He can afford to lose gaps to Deacon, who is going to pit again. JTR also is definitely going to pit. I think he should have put some more fuel in that one. Get boosted. Is going to pit again. YouTube. Chunky Ribena may. No, I think he might have to pit again. He's only put... we'll see. We'll see. He's got the fastest lap so far. So anything can happen. You tell I'm doing something. I'm trying to find my man Shiren a link to their Facebook. I thought they had a Facebook. I thought I was part of it. WRC, World Racing Community. I don't know if they ever actually got a Facebook or if it's just a... Copy that. Sorry guys, Chunky and Boosted are absolutely belting it and I'm looking down trying to find links and stuff. Because I'm at multitasking. I'm good at that. I can do it, see? I'm doing the business here. Paste. Let's see if that works. I've probably got some sort of spam thing turned on that you can't. Right then, I think I've done it. Right. Oh no! Get boosted! On Chunky Ribena, and I don't know, was that contact? Was that contact enough to say naughty boy? So let's have a look then. Dicing for the lead of this race on lap 19 of 34. Get boosted goes for a late break up the inside. Oh, that's a tricky one. That is one for someone else to work out by. I'm not, I don't know, was he enough? I suppose Chunky could have given him a bit more space on the inside there. And it's like Lando and Max all over again. But Get Boosted now leads. Chunky Ribena in second. Deacon Do in third with Sinistor in fourth in the Banshee. And then we've got JTR in fifth ahead of Matt in the Scooby. Then we've got Garuda in seventh. Poor Garuda. This race turned around after the pit stops for him after getting that penalty. And Thunder in eighth with Mikey Boosh. Oh my lord, look at this. MJ, Mikey Boosh, and Mikey Boosh, or TDR and MJ, all in an absolute skirmish, we should say. So on board with the Ford GT as he tries to give TDR a bit of a push there, and the Ford in the soft tyres. It's going to be a short run for the Ford. It likes to chew the tyres up, and there we go, MJ getting the move done on the Audi. Is he? Oh, what a beautiful shot that was, but oh, it was a tight one there, but MJ now up and into 10th place, chasing down the McLaren of a mighty Abush. All this battling is putting Adnap back into the action. Look at that, only a second behind this shenanigans. And Adnap, remember, one stopping. Most of that clan in front of him are two stopping. Take it easy, Adnap. No reason to push it. They're all going to be pitting. Duffman, sorry, we haven't seen these guys. Is he still running? Has he not pitted? Unbelievable stuff. Getting the tank to nearly lap 20 for Duffman in 13th, ahead of the old Sloth, who is in 14th, who's ahead of the Nissan Ollie, but only just. And I'm sorry, I've missed these guys' races. Further down, it looks like Duffman might not have pitted yet, and he comes in now to replenish his fuel. So where does that put the old Sloth and Ollie? in that ranking. I know there's racing all over, but this is all tight stuff. So Deacon Do still ahead of Sinister JTR, but the racing was just behind these guys, wasn't it? Mikey Bush, MJ, TDR, Adnap. Duff is into the pits. The Duff man into the pits. That puts Old Sloth up into 13th. And Ollie as well up into 14th. This is a cracking little race here. We've got little battles, skirmishes even, up and down the fields. Get Boosted leads, and he's got the fastest lap, 5.5 seconds from the Chunky. The Chunky just could not keep that pace going with him. And Deacon Do, Sinistor, JTR makes his second stop. Is that not? Oh yeah, he needed the fuel. He should have put more fuel in that. He's got to go 14 laps now. The fuel, yeah, fuel should do it. He should be all right. Thunder comes up and across. Thunder, I think, will be making another stop in this race, though. I don't think those tyres are going to see the end as Thunder moves up into 7th place. Mikey Boosh moving up into 8th. He's sitting quite nicely with those soft tyres, doing some nice fast lap times. MJ also moving up. Adnap, JTR down into 12th. Is this a disaster? He's all right from the Old Sloth, who's miles ahead of Ollie now. Ollie can see him though. It's all still there. And Duffman, oh, he's got put out in the middle of the pack that are racing. Get Boosted leads by 5 points, nearly 6 seconds from Chunky Ribena. Chunky Ribena in second, 4.5 seconds ahead of Sinistor. He's got past Deacon Do, a cheeky little monkey. He's already done it. Oh well. So Deacon Do then is now sitting looking at the rear area of the Banshee, as the Banshee wants the points on Get Boosted, but at the moment Get Boosted, which looked like it was not going to be his race, has turned this, oh no, but remember Sinistor, only one stop in, Get Boosted having to get another stop in before the end of the race. Chunky Monkey also. Well, we're unsure. He went late in the race, but I don't think the soft tyres will see him for the next 12 laps. We will see. Sinistor being, well, chased by Deacon, and Deacon will be pitting again. Right, Garuda is back up into 5th. What's happened here? He somehow got past Matt. Thunder's got a penalty. If we had a Mikey Boo, no, maybe not. Maybe he was already there. So no, it was just JTR that has pitted. He's put the medium tyres on, 3/4 of a tank of fuel, and he is on the tail of TDR, but TDR goes into the pits needing fuel. Adnap then up another position. Mikey Boosh, oh, Mikey Boosh trying to put some moves on MJ. MJ, remember, starting from the back. He's up to 8th at the moment. He's got another pit stop to do. And the BMW of Adnap behind these two quite comfortably, probably only on a one stop if the soft tyres can last. It's a big if. But MJ at the moment defending from the McLaren and the Ford, getting the most use out of those tyres. And Mikey's tyre, oh, the Ford nearly losing it altogether, and that has got to be Mikey Bush. And Mikey Bush still, or maybe Mikey Bush had a little knock there and lifted off, because I would have thought Mikey Bush would have just cruised on by. But it looks like maybe there was slight contact there. Oh, now Mikey's having a slide on. And Adnap must be absolutely grinning from ear to ear that he's seeing that the medium tyres, soft tyres, are starting to play up in the Spanish sun. Well, he's on soft tyres though, so he doesn't want them to. Get Boosted leads the race by 7.3 seconds. Chunky Ribena. Wow, what happened to the camera? Go on, there you go. Hey, dude, did you want me to point the camera at something? Okay. So, God, the cameraman was slow, wasn't he? Chunky Ribena then in a second spot with Sinistor doing the one-stop strategy in 3rd. Deacon Do in 4th with Garuda in 5th. And then we have Matt, who was a big player early doors in this race. Got a huge penalty coming out of the pit lane, and he's had to slowly build it back together again, and he's on the tail end of Garuda. Thunder in 7th in the Shag, but the Shag has shagged its tyres. He may need to pit soon, just for tyres. Was he one stop in? He's not, but he's got a lot of fuel on board. MJ, his tyres as well, looking rather done. Mikey's doing fine with his tyres, but Adnap is in the zone. Adnap in the BMW is starting to apply the pressure. Feel his pressure, Mikey Boosh. Feel the pressure from the BMW. Look at these 3 cars all fighting. It's beautiful. Absolutely delicious. This is why we're here. This is what we have come to see. So MJ, Mikey Boosh and Adnap all in a battle. JTR recently making a pit stop. So, Get Boosted's in for his final pit stop. Chunky Ribena continues on with Sinistor on a 1-stop. Is the 1-stop going to work for him? The soft tyres are doing fine. This is exciting. My good golly gosh. Deacon Do moves up into 3rd place as they put a lap on Ollie. And Get Boosted, Garuda moves up as well, but some of these guys will be making a stop themselves in the next 10 laps. Get Boosted then and Matthew through. Is that how much fuel you'll need to get to the end? Oh, way up. And we see the old Slurf in the Mazda just ahead of us. And Get Boosted probably didn't want a lapped car ahead of him. As he comes out the pits, Thunder is going to be thundering down the straight to try and get a move done, but his tyres are looking pretty spent. So Boosted then gets past the lap car of the old Sloth, and he's got to get some action. Old Sloth, there's some battling down here as well, isn't there? Because old Sloth's chasing down, oh, where are we? Duffman, 23 seconds behind Ollie, but it's very tight between Duffman and Old Sloth, and Duffman having to lift to let the leader through, and that's put the Old Sloth straight into the action. These two are absolutely duking it out. Every position counts in this championship, and the Old Sloth gets the move done on the Alpha, and these guys only just dipping their toe into the championship and just finding their feet. Chunky Ribena leads, Sinister in 2nd, but very close to Chunky Ribena. We think the Ribes of chunkiness is going to have to make a pit stop. Definitely if Get Boosted's fuel is anything to go by. Deacon Do comes in for his 2nd stop. Garuda, he's still got half a tank of fuel, but I still think he may have to visit his pit crew. Matthew also enough fuel for a few laps, but still not enough to get to the checkered flag, I believe. And there is Get Boosted ahead of the Thunder, and his tyre is absolutely spent. It's gone. It's dead. It has passed. But he's carrying on. He's going to slaughter it a little bit more, the sadistic son of a bitch. MJ goes in. He's not into all that. He's not got a fetish about destroying tyres. And Mikey Boosh is right in the middle of all of this. He was out of sync, I think. And look, he's up into 8th place, JTR. I don't think that's enough fuel for Mikey Boosh, though. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see. Chunky Ribena continues on with Sinistor in 2nd. Garuda is in 3rd spot. Matthew Studio is 4th, and he's trying to beat off Get Boosted. Get Boosted on the soft tyre. He's riding to the end now. He's rushing to the checkered flag. The only people standing in his way really is Chunky Ribena, possibly, and Sinistor. I think these two will have to pit. I think Chunky Ribena might have to pit as well, but they might... Whoa! Chunky Ribena struggling with the tyres. He's struggling with the tyres, and Sinistor says, I cannot be slowed. I cannot be held up. I'm driving to a delta here. I'm fuel saving. I'm driving, looking after tyres, and I cannot be done. But Chunky peels off and into the pit lane, and that puts Sinistor in the Bravado Banshee in the lead, straight from the streets of San Ann. Do, 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 do. So Garuda then, he'll be looking to move up into second spot, but we believe he may have to make a pit stop before the end of the race. Get Boosted now is in fourth. He's got himself past Matthew Studio, and now he is aiming for podium or great betterness than podium. Matthew in fourth, Chunky Ribena filling up, and he's him. That's him to do to the rest of the race. There's a right battle here between Deacon. Deacon, we saw, did he pit? He did recently pit. He's caught up the Thunder, and he's got by the Thunder as they come across the lap car, and it's all anyone's business, but Thunder's got no grip. Do not lay them brakes late, Thunder. You will go off. He doesn't. He's a good lad. Whew. Wow, so Deacon do their harem, scare him, trying to fight his way through. He's up to sixth. Thunder needs to pit for those tyres. They are shot. JTR in eighth place. Mikey Boosh is in. Mikey Boosh is in for a new set of softs. Probably no fuel. Adnap's one-stop strategy is starting to come together, but JTR's already out. We think JTR's going to the end, so Adnap at the moment in 11th. Mikey Boosh comes out of the pits in 10th ahead of MJ. He was chasing MJ, was he not? I think so. I can't remember what order they were in. TDR in 12th, and he's 13 seconds back from MJ. Oliver getting lapped by Garuda. Duffman in 14th, and he's not that far ahead of the old sloth, and he's struggling with TDR at the moment. TDR, is that TDR? No, it wasn't TDR. Who's he behind? Duffman. Oh, it's the Shag with the Shag tyres. 7th. So yeah, oh no, Thunder, he's holding up the lapped cars. Sinister isn't one stopping. Sinister's not one stopping. Big news. Big news. I honestly read that wrong. I honestly thought Sinister was stopping. He doesn't need fuel. He's just getting tyres. But that puts Get Boosted back up into second place. My good golly gosh. I read that wrong. Garuda then, 2.6 seconds lead from Get Boosted. Get Boosted playing with Ollie at the moment in the Nissan as he puts a lap on the Castrol Nissan driver. And then Sinister, 4 seconds behind, has the Banshee, and he only just got out ahead of Matty Studio. But Matthew Studio's tyres absolutely spent. I don't think that's going to get him to the end of the race, is it? My word. Chunky Ribena in 5th after his pit stop. Some 9 seconds behind. Oh no, that's Garuda. Garuda is only 2 seconds ahead of Get Boosted. Garuda, is he trying to turn down the wick? Is he trying to eke out another 9 laps? 7 laps from that Lambo? It's going to be a struggle if he is. Get Boosted is going to be catching him hand over fist, I would imagine. Sinister then, hoping that Garuda puts up a huge battle against Get Boosted to put the Banshee back in the action. Then we have Matthew Studio, who's got to make a pit stop soon. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's just the lapped car, sorry. Get Boosted then closing in on the leader, Garuda. And Garuda, when will he pit? I think the longer you stay out, the worse it seems to be for you. We've seen the guys who pit early get more of an advantage out of it. So Garuda then only just holding on ahead of Get Boosted. We've seen Get Boosted's braking antics. He can absolutely wait till the last minute to get those anchors on, and it is a beauty to be seen. It should be one of the world's 7 beautiful things. Not that time, Mr. Boosted. What is it? 7 what? Oh, 7 wonders of the world, not 7 beautiful things to look at. It hasn't got the PR hasn't worked on that one. There's 7 things that are all right. They're all right in pictures. I bet you if you go to them, it smells like shit. Yeah, and there's thousands of people. Humans are the plague of the planet, man. On a plus note, this is a cracking race. Garuda and Get Boosted absolutely delving into the bottom of their pits to try and urge out an extra 10th against each other. Garuda defending like the lion that he is, but that is it. Get Boosted has had enough with playing with his food. He stopped toying with the Lambo now. And he goes for the move around the outside. The grip is on his side. The grip is on his side, and he's got the move done. Get Boosted leads this race. Possibly, he led before his pit stops, didn't he? So, but, you know. So the pole sitter, I believe, is now in the lead. And it only seems like Sinister is the man that can stop him. But advantage Get Boosted at the moment with track position. Garuda, is he taking it to the end? Lap 28, they're just about to start lap 29. 5 more laps to go, and that doesn't look like enough fuel. Matthew does finally go into the pits. That'll put Deacon Do up into 5th place. JTR possibly might get a position out of this. He might end up around that area and have to do battle with Matt. Adnap, that one stopper, I think he was hoping for a 6th maybe out of that. I thought 6th in my head, but he might still get ahead of Matt as JTR goes through. Adnap, they're fueling him up. He won't need as much fuel, but Adnap just coming around the final corner, and they've got Matt out. So Matt's crew, he owes them all a beer because they've got him out onto the track. Do not cross the line. Do not cross the line. Do not cross the line. There you go. I did that. So Adnap then, he's got to pull something out, but them soft tyres absolutely lasting on the BMW. So Matt comes out in 7th, 12 seconds adrift of JTR, but he's on the soft tyres. What can he do in 5 laps? I think that's impossible, but I would not write him off. Deacon Do, 15 seconds ahead of JTR, 9 and a bit seconds behind the chunky Ribena, who's only 2 seconds behind Sinister, and he's got the fastest lap of the race. Chunky Ribena, the audacity of the Porsche driver, has decided he's going to do some racing. Garuda's dropping. Garuda is dropping now. His fuel is flashing. And Sinister moves up into 2nd place, but Chunky Ribena wants to do a battle with the Bravado Banshee. And Garuda then letting them through. He's picked up a penalty as well. He's just let 2 cars by, and they penalty. I'll tell you, Michael Massey out large. So Get Boosted 4.7 seconds ahead of Sinister. And Sinister will be hoping to Get Boosted doing that thing in the 3rd corner that he likes to do and go out wide as he puts a lap on TDR. Let's have a look through the field, shall we? Get Boosted then. We got 4 laps to go in this race, and TDR's giving Boosted something to race. So Get Boosted leads with Sinister 5 seconds behind, but Chunky Ribena closing in on the Banshee. Garuda there in 4th place, and his fuel is absolutely vapors at the moment. Deacon Do will be happy to know about that because he's going to get a 4th place. JTR might be blue flag. Oh, blue flag for TDR, sorry. JTR could get a position here if Garuda pays his penalty. Has he Get Boosted done away with him yet? Get Boosted then past TDR. Sinister in 2nd, Chunky Ribena in 3rd, closing in on Sinister. Garuda waiting to get into that pit lane. Deacon Do waiting to get into that 4th place. JTR, it's going to be close, I think. Matthew Studio, remember, he pitted a little later than everyone. He's on the soft tyres. He was, about 12 seconds behind JTR, so he's closed in a couple. Well, he's still on his out lap, isn't he? Well, this lap isn't, but he's got a penalty. Adnap in 8th, 9.8 seconds behind the Matt. Oh, the Matt makes a huge mistake. So Matthew, Garuda into the pits. Where is he going to come back? Is Adnap? Is there another position here for Adnap? MJ is closing in fast though, with Thunder right in the wake as well. Remember, Thunder had to go in because those tyres were absolutely burnt out on the shag, and so he's got fresher tyres on than the Ford. And isn't that ironic? Don't they own each other? It doesn't Ford own shag anyway? So at the moment, MJ struggling for grip. Well, they're quite fresh, them tyres, but he's pushing hard. He's riding those curbs. Get Boosted leads from Sinister. Chunky Ribena all up and in Sinister's business for the battle of the podiums. Deacon Do is up into 4th. JTR does get 5th. Garuda comes out in 6th. Just ahead of Matt, and that is a big race there between the Scooby and the Garuda. We saw that right at the very beginning of this race as they put a lap on the Alfa Romeo. Adnap in 8th, but he's being caught by MJ and Thunder. Thunder's going for a move. No, he's not. He's just having a look at the side of the Ford. But Thunder ready, prepped, and wanting to get past MJ here. Remember, MJ started at the back, so up to 9th in a 15-car field is no small feat. Thunder all up and in his business. Then we've got the McLaren of Mikey Boosh in 11th. He's clear of the guys behind him, but he's a little bit out of the battle ahead. TDR in 12th, just getting the laps put on him. And he's ahead of Ollie, who's 13th in the Nissan. Cracking job. And again, Duffman and the Old Sloth. Fantastic job. I mean, it's not hard coming in on round, 6 of a championship. These guys are all used to their cars. They've been driving them. We've done a couple of 2-hour races in the Group 3 cars as well, I think. So, definitely Le Mans was Group 3. I don't want to say about Daytona. I think it was Group 3s. So, you know, these guys have got used to their cars. So, Duffman and the Old Sloth jumping in last minute, doing a fantastic job. Even Ollie, even from last week, you can see a huge, he's done a lot better than he did last week, because it's just that jumping in thing, right, going cold. So, yes, Ollie doing a fantastic job on his second outing. Get Boosted leads by 6 seconds. Sinister has got Chunky Ribena exactly where he wants him. Chunky Ribena is unable to do anything in the last 2 to 3 laps of this race. Chunky Ribena, who led for a huge stint at the very beginning, hasn't done anything wrong. It's just Get Boosted is unbelievable driving. Deacon Do, fantastic job from Deacon Do. Kept his head down, cracked on, got into some skirmishes, and he comes out in 4th place. JTR in 5th, early doors, looking very promising on the soft. But I tell thee what, I'm not taking anything away from him. This is great for JTR. 5th place, I would take that in a heartbeat. Garuda in 6th, and he's still under pressure from Matt, although there is a lap car between the two of them. But Matt still pushing on. You can see a 45.9 from Matt last time around as he comes up to the Ollie. And Garuda, he was just doing his outlap. And Ollie gets out of the way. Fantastic stuff from the Nissan driver, as Garuda then is just trying to put some laps together to get away from the Scooby. Then we have Adnap in 8th, and he has been caught by MJ. MJ absolutely on a push. And Adnap there trying to, well, you know, there's only a lap or 2 left. Just absolute go for it. Don't worry about the fuel at this point. He's still got loads of fuel left, hasn't he? And, oh no, Garuda, sorry. Why? What? Go on. Garuda there. I don't know if anyone hit him or anything. No, well, if it was anything, we missed it. Maybe it was, I don't know. You can see, put the message up to tell the truth. But everything looks fine and dandy in that replay. So not sure what the apology was for. But at the moment, Garuda in 6th, getting purples. He's going for fastest laps, ladies and gents. Get Boosted then. Is he just about to start the final lap of the race? We are nearly there. What a race it's been. Sinister in 2nd, but it's not a done deal. Less than a second between himself and 3rd place after 34 laps of the Catalunya GP circuit, and it's been an absolute cracker-lacquer. Deacon Do in 4th. He looks pretty safe there. JTR only 1.3 seconds ahead of a very fast Deacon Do, who was putting in fastest laps. It didn't get the fastest lap. Oh no, we're still on it. He still may get the fastest lap. But he did catch up the Lexus, and that may have quelled his lap time. He's got his fastest lap, but not the fastest lap. 0.3 off. And they start the final lap as well, with Matthew chasing him down. Adnap still under pressure from... No, MJ's had to drop back. MJ's tyre, what is it, tyres? Oh my lord. Oh, he's off the road. It's got to be the tyres. And Thunder moves up into 9th, and Mikey Boosh moves up to 10th. Poor old MJ is facing the wrong way. TDR, I think MJ might be safe from TDR as he gets himself a turn in the road. Get Boosted then is bringing it around the final sector. Sinister under pressure for that final, for that second place from third. Sorry. And Sinister. Deacon Do. Oh, Garuda and JTR battling it out. You buggers battling it right near the end. Get Boosted comes around the final corner to see the checkered flag. It didn't look like a win, but it was a win. Sinister keeps hold of the second place and gets himself some well-deserved points with Chunky Ribena in third. Deacon Do, but what's going on here between these two? Oh my word, JTR at the moment just holding on, and Garuda goes for a move. He absolutely licked that one and sent it. Deacon Do then crossing the line for fourth. Great drive from Deacon Do. Garuda grabbing himself that fifth place, and JTR did not see that coming. It came from nowhere, got absolutely mugged off. Call the police. And Garuda then brings it around. A hard-fought battle for Garuda. Great drive for Garuda there to grab himself fifth spot. And that's got to be another bump up the championship. JTR in sixth, great drive. Matthew coming across the line. Your transmission's broke in seventh, with Adnap in eighth, and Thunder is there on his rear derriere. But there he goes. Adnap keeps hold of the eighth place. Oof, the nearly was drama. With Thunder in ninth, Mikey Boosh gets 10th, and MJ coming home in 11th. TDR already crossing the line for 12th. Ollie in 13th. Duffman gets 14th, with the Old Sloth just making his way around, as well as MJ. MJ then crossing the line for 11th, and I tell you, from last place, that's not bad. And there's the Old Sloth. What a fantastic race, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my good golly gosh, that was fun. So let's go and have a look at those after we have a look at the sexy Get Boosted's backside there. Let's have a look at all his adverts for the Virtual Racers Club. He must be driving the M4 in that group. So pole position and victory. Didn't get the fastest lap though, did you? Hey? Didn't get it all. So here we go then. Get Boosted. They closed the room quick, so I'm going to be quick. Get Boosted wins in the Honda, with Sinister in second in the Banshee. And Chunky Ribena rounds out the podium. Take a boo, my son. Deacon Do in fourth place. What a drive in the Corvette. Garuda in fifth. Cracking stuff. JTR in sixth, with seventh going to Matthew Studio. He came across the line backwards. Oh, and he got a hefty penalty for it as well. But still okay, enough to stay ahead of Adnap, that went for a one-stop strategy. I think he was the only one, was he? Thunder came home. Oh, he got a huge penalty as well, crossing the line. I wonder what he didn't do. But it's fine. It kept him ahead of Mikey Boosh, who finished in 10th. MJ in 11th. TDR in 12th. Oliver Vervica is 13th, with Duffman in 14th, and the Old Sloth in 15th. What fun! Where are we next week? Let's see if I can quickly find that before they close the room down. We've got Bathurst somewhere, I think. I think that might be the last round, though. Give me one tiny little tickle of your second, and I'll go to the calendar, and I will tell you that it's Spa. Is it Spa? It's Spa. Wow. Round 7 is going to be in Belgium. Get your chocolates out, ladies and gents. Your favourite swinging chair. Vodka Rob in the chat saying, cheers, bro. Glad you stuck with it, Vodka Rob. fantastic. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Right then, ladies and gents, that's it this week then. I will stream a race on Monday night for the Ultimate Racing League, but they're having another break, so then there'll be another break. And I believe Amigos will be racing again on Wednesday, so we'll have some racing on Thursday. Thank you for tuning in. Bless you all. And this is the New England. This is the new regime. The empire has been reborn. We kicked our government out, and our football players are going to go and win some amazing tournament. Watch out, world. The Commonwealth returns. The empire is back. Thank you for watching. Oh, Thunder in the chat saying, talk about frustrating but fun race. And Vodka Rob doing the waves. So all that's left to say is Tiru and peace and love. Peace and love.